Welcome to Rooster Radio, a broadcast dedicated to supporting and promoting local artists in the Gaston County and surrounding areas.
This episode of Rooster Radio is brought to you by the bands Scars Remain and 50 Flies. Want to give a shout out to the guys for supporting the show. We really appreciate you. You can catch either of those bands at an upcoming show. Just go to their website or their social media pages and check them out. Really appreciate you guys for supporting the show, man.
Yeah, if you'd like to help support the Rooster and Rooster Radio, give us a shout, give it an email.
Yeah, email us, info@theroostergastonia.com, and you can be a part of the show as well. Thank you very much. And, thanks to Scars Remain. Thanks to 50 Flies. Really appreciate you guys. And thanks to your mom. What's up, mother cluckers? We're going to talk about some upcoming shows we got going on here at the Rooster. This Friday, the 15th, we got Stormin' Norman and Tangerine Trees. Stormin' Norman does hits from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Tangerine Trees is a Beatles tribute band. It's going to be a really fun show if you're into that old school stuff, that old time rock and roll, so to speak. And then the very next night, Saturday the 16th, is the lovely Ariel's birthday party. And for that show, we've got Salamander X. We've got Oh You Pretty Things. We've got Black River Rebels and Fury 58. So it's going to be a nice, high-energy, fun night. Come drop in and tell Ariel happy birthday. Then the very next weekend, on Friday, we've got a really fun punk rock show with Bellbox, Queen City Rejects, Caught Off Guard, and My Gal Monday. That should be a really good time. What else we got going on? On the 23rd, we're going to have a bit of a stomp, clap, folk type show with PJ and the Prairie Dangerous. Jaden Moore will be on that show, so will Grayson Drum and the High Cats. Then the following Sunday, we got a prog rock show with Son, Seventh Judgment, and Low. The 29th is a Friday, and we have the Limp Bizkit tribute Nookie with our good friends in Heathen Son. That's going to be a really fun one. And then a few things down the road on September the 9th. It's a Tuesday night, but we got Brendan Starr. This guy is literally a rising star. He's on tour. He's going to be dropping in with Lacey Dooms and Caught Off Guard. On the 12th of September, we have Make Yourself and Frizzle Fries. Make Yourself is an Incubus tribute, and Frizzle Fries is a Primus tribute. So Incubus and Primus in one night. That's going to be a fun time. Don't forget about the weekend of September 26th and 22nd. We got Brewstock on Saturday and the Brewstock pre-party on Friday. Butcher Babies is headlining the Brewstock Festival, and there's a ton of bands. You can get information on all this stuff at theroostergastonia.com. Go to the events tab. And then a little bit further down the road in October, on the 9th, we've got Mike V and the Rats. On the 11th, we've got Not Your Kind Slipknot tribute. And then on the 24th of October, we have an Elvis meets the Beatles night with an Elvis tribute and a Beatles tribute on the same night. That's going to be a really fun show. Those are just a few of our upcoming shows. Again, go to the website, go to the events tab, check it out, what we got going on. And we look forward to seeing you here at the Rooster. Peace and love. But those are all fun names and all. But so you were doing weddings, DJing weddings, and
right.
You hated it. And what happened next?
So I was in metal bands. Band fell apart. Later on, I got into wedding DJing. My ex at the time was a wedding photographer, so me and her had a falling out. So I hated doing weddings already, and I definitely wasn't going to work with her. You know what I'm saying? So I just quit doing all of that. And
can I also add at this time when you were in the metal bands growing up, this man was sneaking into my grandpa's house to smoke with my cousin, and I didn't know he was my cousin. I was 9 years old watching wrestling in the kitchen.
We're related.
We found that out after we started Shellshock that we were actually cousins, but we were around each other. I just lost contact with him when I was 9 years old. I went to live with my friend.
Yeah, I was just much older. You know.
Wow,
so.
Small world.
That's wild.
Yeah, my old bass player and him are related. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's wild.
But I hated doing weddings, and then the breakup, so I just quit doing weddings altogether. Okay, then we had our class reunion. I was like, man, I'd love to DJ that, and I was talking to my friend Lebo. He's also a DJ. I was like, man, let's put in a bid to see if we can DJ. It'd be fun. It's our own class, you know what I mean? And so we did. And then King Rash hit me up. He's like, would you like to DJ for a rap show? And I'm like, great, yeah, let's do it. So I started, and I'd already been making beats, and like I said, I was in Half-Life doing industrial, but I hated it. I was making rap beats. I got in touch with Joe. Joe and Rash actually have a song together from way back in the day. I wrote the beat for back when I was DJ Dewey Decibel or Grace the Void. I don't know. I've had a million names. Bloodbath's stuck is where that's where I'm at now. But anyway, all that happened, and then I had a show with Trauma Gang.
Yeah.
Two shows with Trauma Gang, and I love the fuck out of them. This guy. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Shh, beep.
Such a bad group.
Yeah. Well, listen, that's just my vocabulary. But anyway, I met Trauma Gang. Those guys were amazing.
I remember you came and told me after
stage, and then they broke up. That sucks.
We just broke up because basically they didn't want the band. There was two lead singers, me and the other guy. He wanted to make it a rap group. I wanted the band, so he took the rap group. I went and started Two Stroke, and that's how that happened. But
yeah, I remember when all that went down because I'm pretty Trauma King. I think y'all did one show here.
Vanilla, remember?
Yeah,
it was that show.
Yeah. And it was fun. I remember it being real fun. The stage presence was really cool, And then next thing I knew,
a month later,
you're doing something different. So, and I think this is before I really got to know you guys. So that's just really interesting to kind of learn about the history. So the wedding. So it's funny. Like
I DJ'd that night. I DJ'd for Trauma Gang that night.
Yeah.
Evan wasn't here. And I really started talking to Berg then.
Yeah, he did that night.
So that's where we started talking.
The whole band, most of the band, like Malik, Greg, all of them are like started in Trauma Gang with me. Greg has been with me before. Like it was just me and Greg as a rapper and guitar player for a long time. Then we met Malik and he added him into the Trauma Gang. And then when we left, I just took them two because they still wanted to do the band stuff. I took them, me, and then we added Greg's wife and then met Hayden and then Baker Fetterman.
Well, it really feels like a natural progression. Like one of the things that when you get my age and you're around long enough, you'll start to see. Like you'll see like a community of artists, budding artists, young, hungry guys and girls that are wanting to do it. And then over the years, people kind of fall to the wayside. They start families, they start careers, they go off in different directions. And the true artists that really want to do it, it kind of funnels, right? Like the generation of people kind of funnels down to the people that really care about it the most and take it the most seriously. And then it's kind of a natural progression that you guys have kind of all come together after years of being in the business. You've tried different things.
Right.
And now you guys, you know what you have, you know what you want to do, and you've come together to kind of make these things happen for yourselves. How does Joe work into the mix?
He is
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Met Mike, my first job. And Mike, we started working at Blockbuster on the same day together.
Blockbuster.
I love that.
Yeah, Blockbuster Video. Berg ain't even old enough to know what it is. And we all, got at least 5+ years between us.
Was I making like 14 an hour? I was a co-manager.
Bro, I was making minimum wage.
Back then, that was good money.
Yeah.
Especially working in a video store. How easy that
Sit around and watch movies all day.
Yeah,
basically.
I got introduced to Joe by Mike, actually. That's who, he was like, bro, you got to meet my homie. He's from Shelby, and he raps just like you. You love him. And I was like, calm myself. And he was like, you got to meet him. And I met him, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is cool, dude. He lives like 4 minutes from me now. I actually, because shout out to Heather. But
Stage Drip merch.
Yeah, Stage Drip merch. But we all live right around the same area now. I'm from Shelby.
I'm from Shelby.
From Shelby, so it all just kind of makes
Shellshock.
That's why we started
There's
Shellshock.
so many artists in
makes sense.
Shelby,
Yeah, so we feel like Shelby don't get the
rappers,
recognition
everything.
Oh, I see it all the time. Whenever I open social media, I see a lot of there's a lot of buzz from the artists in the Shelby area, but not a lot of love from like local leadership and not a lot of venues.
No venue,
I mean, you've got some venues, but it's all like old money, country, old school stuff.
Basically, guitar, a man, and acoustic guitar is all you
Speaking
got.
of that, there is no venues in Shelby, and that's why we
Don
appreciate
Gibson.
the Rooster so much. That's why we appreciate this place.
Yeah.
This place is only like 20 minutes from our house.
Yeah, we're your home
For
venue.
real.
Like, make no mistake, we are Shelby's home for
This is
I've
our
accepted
home
it.
base.
This is it. This
like
is it.
we're technically banned from my band personally everywhere, but we treat this as our home base. Like we're going to do all of our album releases here. We got our music videos
for sure.
Here, so.
Yeah. If you haven't seen them, go look up Two Stroke Smokes. Go to their YouTube. Look at some of their videos. They've shot some of them here. We will be hosting an album release party for them. They're a fantastic band. I mean, you guys have you got the aesthetic, you got the sound, you got the energy. Everyone on stage is moving around, having a good time.
Yeah.
In fact, last time they were here, Malik was late to the show.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was so
beautiful.
cool.
That was so crazy.
They had to start. They had to go because it was one. If I'm not mistaken, it was a Cutthroat show.
Yeah.
So like we had to stay on a schedule.
Yeah, it's Head PE.
So the kids, it was the Head PE show. That's right. So the guys get on stage and they're down one of their guitar players, but they're like, screw it, we're going to go ahead and go. And then in the middle of the set, Malik shows up, grabs his guitar, and just jumps right in like nothing happened.
Nobody even noticed, I don't think.
Yeah, barely anybody does. It was the coolest thing ever.
I heard him and I was just like, oh, thank God.
cool.
And I was like, because I was so worried because
Shout out Malik.
Because usually we knew Chelsea on bass wasn't going to be there because she had other like priorities with her job that was not going to let her get off. She works for the government, so it's a little weird stuff. But I knew I was going to have Greg and Malik. And then Malik was like, he got it mixed up the night before. He was like, oh, I thought we were on after that. I was like, no, dude, we're on like right now. I was like, I need you to get here like, right now. And I'm on the phone like while like Ariel was like announcing us, and I'm like, oh, dude, I gotta go. You gotta get here, dude. Just walk in and play. And I was like, I got your mic set up. Just walk in and play. And then hung it up. And then I was just like hoping to God he was gonna like. Ariel was like, I got you. Don't worry. They know each other very well. So.
Well, the point that I'm making is that you're young, but you're still pros. Like you're treating it right. You're doing it right.
I'm getting a little older now.
I'm the old guy here, but
Everybody in my band's pretty young except for me and Greg. Me and Greg's up there, you know.
Up there.
I'm 25. Greg's
25
Up there.
up there.
Greg's 30 though. He's
you're
I
still
can
young,
hear
brother.
the people listening laugh right now.
But we're over here laughing
No,
like
I feel like I'm up there because I don't know. I feel like
You're
even though I'm
young as
I feel
hell.
like I've been
You're
doing this
young.
for
Yeah, you
Trust
still got
me.
the
You get to my
you
age,
got
you'll see.
a lot of road ahead of you, brother. So you decide to start Shellshock Promotions. So who started that conversation and like did you?
Yeah, that's
Halloween
a
show.
whole nother story. But I can't tell you the whole story, but I can tell you the short version.
Give me the cliff notes.
So we had this fest we did in
Fright
Ellenboro.
Fest.
Fright Fest. Yeah.
No, before that. So we did all the shows together, and there was a benefit show, a fest out in Ellenboro. I'm not going to mention any
We'll mention it
names.
later.
Yeah. So I got Berg on, and I got J2 on, and a couple of other
You
people.
got Filth on as well.
No, not the benefit
Yeah.
show.
Not that one.
No, it was just the
you was gonna
benefit
have me
show.
out there.
And then that one got that one.
So,
That was gonna be my
so we
first
had that one, and then we're supposed to have this big Halloween thing that fell through, and I don't
Oh.
know, it
and
fell
then Mike
through.
saved
So
it hard.
I paid for
Hard.
Phil's guarantee, and I was like, well, I'm not losing Filth on
This
this
was
date.
3 days out before the show happened.
So I hit up Mick at Ground Zero. Shout out to Mick. I love Mick, by the way.
yeah, we love Mick too.
Yeah,
shout out to Mick.
big love for Mick.
I hope he's
He's
getting
helped me
better.
out. Listen, I've known this dude since I was a teenager. I'm in my 40s. He's always been a solid dude to me. But anyway, long story short, I called up Mick and he was like, "Yeah, I have nothing." I was like, "I got all these bands and nowhere to play now, and I have Filth." He's like, "Bring it on." So we threw it on.
it was
and,
like a 3 day notice.
So
and it was crazy.
it was me, Berg, and Dylan was reorganizing all this, But
Shout out
Dylan
to
has,
Corson.
Dylan has 17 heads going. So, but me and Berg's like, we can do this ourselves.
Yeah, because I was like,
you know
dude,
what I mean?
I was like, dude, we're freaking from Shelby. But I was like, let's just start this Shellshock. And then after that, he was like,
And-
why don't we bring Joe in to play?
Yeah,
this
because
dude
he was
got,
on the Halloween
like,
show with us.
That was my
Yeah.
first time performing.
I actually
Yeah.
met Joe that night out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
We talked that night out there for the first time, and that's when I was like, yo, why don't we we're all from Shelby. And I remember pitching the name Shellshock, and then Mike came up with the logo, and then Joe does all
I'm doing the merch.
And Heather, and I was just like, stage your merch, shout out. But all them, it all came together. It was like, we
Yeah.
built a team so
That Halloween
fast.
show.
It was,
It
yeah.
really
It
is.
did come together fast, and it's been fun to watch. And you guys are kind of like a 360-degree promotion company because Joe's bringing the merch. Mike's got
videos, too.
Videos.
Mike's got deep roots in this community.
old
In
guy, been
terms
here
of time,
forever.
contacts
Yeah.
and setting up shows and stuff. And Berg, he's completely entrenched in the young up and coming stuff now. And what I want to see for you guys is I want to see you guys branching out, doing shows further and further out. Because every time Mike reaches out to me and asks about doing a show, if I can do it, I'm going to do it because Look, this goes out to anybody out there that's wanting to put together shows, any other promoters out there. The reason I mess with these guys anytime they want to do a show is because I know they're taking it seriously, and they're going to put forth the effort that's needed to make sure that we have a great show. Every time we do a show with you guys, we get a decent crowd out here. Even if it's a weeknight, we've got people coming out, and we're having a great show. So
our tour in January, we had like a Thursday night here.
Yeah.
It was freaking awesome. It was like a Saturday night out here, it felt like. So,
and that's what I'm saying. It's like I there's a level of trust there where I don't have to be concerned
it also
about
has a lot to do with the venue, though, dude.
Yeah.
We've built it's specifically this spot. Like, we do throw really good shows, and I appreciate that. But like, really, it helps that we're doing them here because we built it around here.
Yeah.
If I'm being real with you, people
You got Shelby, the Charlotte side, the Spartanburg come up
I'll
easy.
be real with you. We love GZ, but no one wants to drive to Ground Zero. We love Asheville. No one wants to drive to Asheville. We love Charlotte, but no one wants to drive to Charlotte.
Gaston's perfect.
Well, when I opened this place, I knew if you kind of look at the map of the Southeast or North South Carolina, we're kind of right in the middle of that diamond that's like Hickory, Boone, Greenville, Spartanburg, Charlotte, and Nashville.
Right.
We're kind of right in the middle of all that. And to be perfectly honest, it's those communities surrounding us that are keeping us going.
Yeah.
So somebody hit me up about y'all when y'all first opened. I mean, like right when y'all first opened. I was still living in Asheville when I moved up there. And they was like, you got to come down here, dude. I know you're from Shelby. I can't remember that guy's name. He's like a photographer. But he had told me... he was like, you got to come down here and see this new venue. It's like right when Caskey came for his first show here.
Oh, yeah. That was like our first year open.
Because I did the rest of those shows with him in Asheville, Spartanburg, and everywhere else. And I was like, dude, I wish I could have gotten that place near Shelby. And I was like, I didn't know y'all at the time.
Well, that was also a blown opportunity. That was an opportunity to really put us on the map with a big national, but the promoter for that particular show just really crapped the bed on. We're not going to go there, but I knew it was a big opportunity, and I was really disappointed with the turnout because that promoter just didn't really know what he was doing. And, I've given opportunities to a lot of different people because that's what this place represents, opportunity. Like that's legit. That's why we're here. This is an opportunity to get better, to show that you can do something. We do the open mic every week. It's opportunities to get stage time. Awesome. Yeah. And so, with, there you go.
Branding.
Talk about branding and promoting. Yeah, that's why I love these guys. They're always promoting. But it's and I've given opportunities to so many different people, and when they fail, it's harder to get me to trust you to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've given multiple opportunities to people that fell on their face the first time, just because I'm like, okay, well, I think this person, I believe in this person, and it just doesn't always work out. It kind of sucks. And from my standpoint, it's like, well, no, it's not personal, no offense, but I can't really mess with you no more. Like, I can't trust that you're gonna pull your weight, and
you can't keep taking hits.
Yeah.
You be friendly to an extent, but at the end of the day, it's business.
Yeah.
And you can't go under to help a friend. Who ain't. Yeah. They need to get their stuff together. Maybe a smaller venue.
We all help each other financially because we understand the process. That's a big reason why we're able to get some of the acts we do get, because we pull all of our money together. And
you gotta have money.
Let's talk about the Riff Raff show real quick. Where it was wall to wall, bro. We talk a lot about metal and stuff with it, but the Riff Raff show was a highlight, bro. That was dope here.
That was really
cool. It was dope seeing it wall to wall.
It was a fun show.
I like having you here this past year.
I didn't get to come to that one. I wish I did.
I know you told me not to say nothing about this, but can I mention one thing about the Halloween show? Just one thing.
You should totally not.
Here we go.
Well, I tell you what, we'll set it up like this. I'll set it up for you. Just in case you were wondering, the reason we're talking to Shellshock today is because Shellshock Promotions has a handful of shows coming up between now and the end of the year. And a few of them are here. The first one will be September the 6th, which is a Friday or Saturday. Saturday, September 6th. It's going to be the Underground Mixer Volume 2. We did one earlier in the year where it's basically just a house party in a venue is what it is. It's, you ever getting around with your buddies and, a bunch of hip hop artists, you got your DJ in the basement and the music's going and everyone's jumping on the mic and doing a few songs. It's a homie show. It's it's $10 to come out and just see who's doing what in the local hip hop scene. So that's the Underground Mixer on September 6th, and then the very next Saturday, the 13th, we have a monster
Yeah.
of a show. I'm gonna hand it
So
over to
excited for
you
this one.
now to talk about September 13th.
I want to give a wrestling promo for this show almost. Is how
Yeah, bro, it's
Go for it. Yeah.
So-
if you ain't coming to this one, bro, you got to. This the one.
Autumn Lives Buried. I want to cuss so bad when I speak this whole
Don't.
entire thing, but I'm not going to. But we got Autumn Lives Buried, guys. That is going to be insane. If anybody in the metal scene knows about them, you know that they are going to bring what particularly my band loves is pure violence. And
Yeah.
it's going to be insane, especially because we got a big mixture on that show. We got the White Horse on that show, and them boys are from Shelby. Shout them. I went to high school with them boys. They're going to be awesome. They're a different style of rock that you can just vibe to.
Yeah, it's really hard to kind of pinpoint a genre on them, and they're hard rock, but some of their stuff's a little progressive, some of it's a little hardcore. Like it's really kind of hard to
their own
pinpoint.
sound,
Yeah, they really do have a
You know,
very
my
unique
opinion,
sound.
if you really want me to put it, I think they're an experimental band. I know they call themselves.
That's a good way to describe it.
I
Yeah.
think they're experimental and they're amazing. And then we got Bazooka Joe, of course, on that show. And that one's
Stevie,
gonna be- yeah, Stevie.
the other me and Stevie Miles from Salamander X. I'm correct.
Yeah, doing his rap stuff.
Salamander X huge, but Stevie's coming and doing a rap set.
Yeah, he
me
was
and
a rapper
him,
many years before he got in
and
Salamander.
then the female Molly Agma.
Molly Agma's gonna be
So the three rappers,
I
me,
actually
her, and
see
him.
Molly Agma in Wilmington on my tour. She's
Yeah.
really awesome. She's
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
Really dope.
And then we got Massacre. They're really awesome. Mike actually got them.
Yeah.
And then the
Pathologic.
Coursing Pathologic.
Oh, I love Pathologic.
Yeah.
Those dudes,
so
holy
insane.
Bro, that's what he-
Yeah, it is an insane lineup. Like it really is. It's going to start early because we got a lot of people performing. But it's one of those shows like you don't want to miss any of it. Everyone on the show is awesome.
And we will give
Yep.
a little insight. If you want to see something crazy during the changeover between between the coursing and two show, you will catch Molly Agma in the pit going crazy for that 10-minute.
Yeah, well, let's talk. That was something me and Mike kind of discussed at the last show we
Yeah,
did.
yeah. It was an accident.
It really was. It was totally an accident. When we do these crossover shows where we've got hip hop artists and metal bands playing together, you've got the change because we're a smaller venue with a smaller stage. We got a little bit of lag changeover time between bands, and so last time they were here, we were running behind on time.
Yeah.
And one of the rappers was like, "Screw it, I'll just
for real.
rap in the pit."
while they're tearing down
While they're
drums and
tear-
stuff.
Yeah, she came
Yeah.
from Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Be For Real and Scotty.
Yeah, right.
Be For Real
They
is
took
great.
this
She's
long
so
drive and they're
great.
like, well, we're performing. We're performing in the
Yeah.
pit. So they just grab microphones, DJ hits the music, and they're down there rapping with everybody and no one's even paying attention to the changeover on stage anymore. And it was a way to kind of keep the show going.
That's
and I
the
love that
patented-
format. It was really
That's a
cool.
patented Shellshock formula. Anybody steals it now. We did
And
that
we've been
first.
saying
here.
that for a long time. It's like there's so much dead time between band changeover. It's like we got these rappers and a DJ. You put them up, and it's almost like they need to be to keep people from dying and just keep it going. Keep the
the
party
energy.
going.
just
Throw
to
a
keep the
rapper in
energy
there.
up,
We've
yeah.
Everybody
seen.
goes to the bar to get drinks, and so you look back and you're like, who's this?
Yeah,
person?
so you
They're
ain't
going
just
crazy right
and when
now.
you get out in a
I think it
conversation,
benefits.
miss the next band.
I think it benefits a rapper too, because a lot of times,
For sure.
people
Yeah.
don't pay attention to the rapper on stage. But if a rapper's in your face rapping,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
it's
That's
like
true.
you get hypnotized a little bit. You know
Also,
what I mean?
at that show on 13th, I will say, if you want to see something crazy, you might want to get here. Two Show Smoke has got something planned for you guys. We are bringing tables, ladders, and chairs.
Oh,
This
no,
mug.
no.
It's
Not
gonna
ladders.
be really wild.
We
Last
need you,
time
Bert.
Last time we was here,
I'm gonna
we
take an
broke two
insurance
ribs.
policy out on
Dawson
this
broke
kid.
2 ribs going through that table. And he is now healed. He is recovered.
You guys need insurance.
This is
Yeah.
crap.
Seriously,
we are
you need
the official
insurance.
Crash House. By the way,
It's entertainment, bro. It ain't music.
Any
It's
other band
music
I see-
entertainment.
if any other band I see doing that, I'm challenging you guys one-on-one. I want to see. I'm gonna book you guys, and I'm gonna challenge you guys. We're gonna co-headline. The
Oh,
event. We're
some
gonna have
band-on-band
wrestling
stuff.
in this place.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring a band. We're
Who
gonna
wins
go
as
down.
headliner?
It's
Yeah.
a hardcore street fight. I'm bringing barbed wire bats, thumbtacks. You're gonna see something.
Tell Rash to bring the ring back that was here a couple
Well,
weeks ago. Had that
I
one
was
back.
gonna say after the Summer Stomp event we just
was
had
fun.
last
That
month.
was fun.
Now I know that we can pull off wrestling out back, and now I'm definitely interested in
Yeah.
having more events with wrestling involved because that was such a fun, entertaining aspect that I just up until then I hadn't really considered that it
Right,
might
right.
add value to
Yeah.
a show. I was just like, well, I don't know. Will people come out for wrestling? And we saw people
Everybody
that we've
loves it.
never
Yeah.
seen before because they wanted to see wrestling. And I mean, it was my favorite part was there was this one little kid, had to be like 8 years
yeah,
old.
yeah.
He was red in the face screaming at the wrestlers. And I was like, I remember how that was. I remember being a kid and being that excited.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good. So now we know we can do that, and we can start adding that. And maybe, we're going to do it again next year, the Summer Stomp. And And I like working with King Rash too. He's shout out to Braden, man. He's such a cool kid. Yeah, but anyways, we forgot to talk about the coursing is also on the show on the 13th, and I want to shout out the coursing. Those guys are amazing. They headlined a show here a while back, and that's how we found out about Autumn Lies Buried. It's my first time seeing Autumn Lies Buried, and I told Mike before he left that night, I want those guys back. Just incredible stage presence. The music's killer.
So it so happens that one of my friends, Ashley, is friends with them, and they're also friends with Dustin, my homie Dustin from Phil.
Well, they just released a music video, a single with Dustin from Phil.
Yeah, they filmed it in Shelby.
Bro,
Shout out
For
Phil
real,
from
I
Shelby,
feel-
man. Also, shout out Dustin.
Gutter Gang. We got that Gutter Gang hookup with Shelby, baby.
Dustin info in with me in a rap group of Phil. Also, shout out Phil from Shelby. That's,
Jobo, drummer.
in my opinion, the best around that's doing it. Shout out to them. I really am so proud to see them.
Yeah, bro, seeing them in a wave in Europe, like look like Woodstock.
They sold out a show here, did they not, this year?
Hey, Phil?
Yeah,
back in April. Yeah.
Who was a part of that?
That was our first show with Mike, actually. That was the first time I.
Thank you, Phil. Thank
Actually,
you.
was that
Thank
not
you
the
guys.
Redefined show, January 3rd, the album?
No,
show
that was
a DJ Bloodbath show.
It was a bloodbath,
That was
but
the first show I did with Mike. You're right.
But it technically was a Shellshock show. We just had not.
You weren't Shellshock yet.
We were not official yet.
Yeah. You
That
were
was fun,
official
too.
for the Field was the first one.
Right.
Anyway, so we got September 6th, the Underground Mixer. We got the 13th, this huge crossover bill. And then we're holding Halloween night
Shocktober.
for Shocktober.
Shocktober.
And I think that's all we're going to say about it. Or you
No,
got
I'm going to say one thing, Mike. You
Go
gotta
ahead.
name it.
Just say it. One thing only. One reveal.
I'm bringing somebody to this show, right?
One
And
name.
I'm so
You get
happy
one
to bring
name.
him
Oh,
to this
yeah.
place because nobody has seen him yet. He's never been here. He is one of the sickest persons. Like I'm going to say this. He's one of the sickest people because I'm trying not to give too much away.
He's more
because but
than
he's one of the
person.
he's one of the sickest people I've ever met in the music scene, in my opinion. I've been watching him for years. I just recently did a show with him in Charlotte. I've gotten really connected with him, and I'm bringing him back out here. His name is Dirty Butt. You guys might know him from being
I've
on
seen
Extreme
his
Trap.
name popping up a lot.
You guys might know him from
Go
around
look up his
Extreme
live
Trap.
stuff.
Yeah.
He is the founder of Extreme Trap. If you want to look them up, they are amazing.
It's the
but
perfect
shout out
blend of
Dirty
metal
Butt.
and rap. It's
Yeah.
It's
You're
like I
gonna
love it.
him, dude. Yeah, he
I'm
does
sure.
A lot. He does
It's
a
got
lot, if
very-
a lot of you know NASCAR Allo, you know Dirty Butt. NASCAR Allo and Dirty Butt are like they're like right hands. So but
they're like old
amazing.
school punk, but it's
It's hard to explain.
It's like almost
It's like
extreme
trap,
trap,
rap,
but punk.
metal,
Yeah.
punk,
Also, you might
all in one. It's really
Very
dope,
punk,
bro.
Very
And-
punk rock from the '80s vibes.
Speaking of Dirty
You
Butt,
know,
though, the coursing, Dirty Butt, and Two
DIY,
Shark are going on tour
mosh
actually
pits, the whole-
coming up. Actually,
Yeah?
If you want to catch us, we're going on tour at the end of August. We'll be if you want to check that out, get on any of our sites and check us out. We'll be there, and then we're coming back here on the 13th. I know we already talked about
Yep.
that, but you guys really needed to check that out. That's going to be crazy. Dirty Butt won't be here for that one, but you can catch him on Halloween at Shocktoberfest. That's going to be insane. A lot of other bands on that show that you are going to be so happy to hear.
It's going to be a party.
Yeah, I don't wanna
It's-
reveal everything.
There's no genre. It's just Halloween party.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's
It's just
cool.
a Halloween party.
That's all
Y'all
we'll
need to
say
be
about
here.
it now. Yeah, but
Halloween night.
look forward to that. But yeah, look. Come to the Underground Mixer if you're into hip hop. It's going to be a great time.
Oh,
FaZe God's going
FaZe
to be
God's
on that.
headlining that
Shout out to FaZe God. He's been voted best rapper in Charlotte by like
Yeah.
multiple publications.
I haven't met him, but shout out him out. He seems really cool.
Be Villainous is one of my favorite guys. He really does embody like the white boy rapper kind of vibe thing. It's his stuff. Well, I love how creative he is with his video aspect of what he does. He does a lot of visual. He brings
Almost
us
like a TV show.
Yeah.
Like when you're
Yeah.
watching
Yeah, he
him,
puts
it's
on
not
a
like a
show.
music. It's a TV
Yeah.
show.
It's
It's like
unique.
You know, he kind of
Feels like he's being on Adult Swim.
I
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Almost like a
Yeah.
Weird Al
Yeah.
extreme.
I kinda had to get
You
that
get
guy.
what
I
I'm
can see
saying?
him having a show on Adult
like
Swim.
the
Yeah.
videos and
Yeah.
shit. It's
Yeah,
like,
it keeps you like eyes on him.
Somebody
like
get
you can't just be paying
somebody
attention.
get in social Cartoon Network and like sign that guy.
yeah,
to
that's what I'm
Adult
saying.
Swim.
It's more of a TV show.
I had to give that guy a
It's
little
dope.
credit. Whenever I watch him perform live, I was like, oh, wow, this guy's putting on more than just a musical
Yeah.
act. That's
Yeah.
what kind of made me be like,
He's
yo,
the type
Yep.
of artist that makes other artists like step up their game.
Oh,
like,
after
you
him,
can't
I
be
bought
on
a
a show with Be
projector.
Villainous
Like,
and
I'm
just
like,
be
yeah,
screwing
it's gotta
off.
be.
I was already
He
kinda
is a
thinking-
wordsmith too.
Yeah.
He has got a
I was already
vocabulary.
kind of only kind of thinking about the wrestling stuff, and then when I watched him do that live, I was like, he added a whole nother element other than music. We got to add what we've been wanting to add for a while. So I kind of got to shout out him. He kind of also gave me the push to do it because I did a rap show.
But that's what you want, right?
Yeah,
you want to be
yeah.
working with peers that inspire you to
awesome.
do more and do better, be more creative. That's what I love about what you guys are doing. It's like I'm watching in real time. People are stepping up their game because
amazing, dude.
Because of the things you guys are doing, things that he's doing.
Yeah.
It's wonderful, man, and it's going to make my day. I'm going to be so happy when the general public catches up to what's going on in this community, music community here in the Southeast, man. Like right now, we're not quite there yet in terms of like local support from like the general public, but we're going to get there because from my standpoint, because I see it every day. It fills my timeline. It's all I see is what's going on in the music industry and the music community in North and South Carolina, and it's so exciting. And yeah, I want to thank you guys for being on the show today. That's going to wrap up our syndicated episode. We're going to stick around. Yeah, I know Berg's really excited about this. But for those of you listening on WDRB, if you want to hear the rest of this interview, go to our YouTube, go to our Spotify. Our website's theroostergastonia.com. All the links are there, and you can find the rest of this interview because it's about to get ugly. Really,
Shellshockfamily.com. I think you can get to most of our social medias. It's
Has it got the link?
Yeah,
tree?
I think I linked it.
If you go to Shellshock,
We're about to have
Joe,
a
DJ
better
Bloodbath, Youngberg for him.
BazookaJoe.com. You can get to all of our stuff.
But before you get off syndicated, I want to say
Shellshockfamily.com for now.
shout out to Rooster. If you guys are anywhere in the Gastonia or Charlotte area, you really need to come out and support the
Keep
Rooster.
it.
Come to live shows. Come talk to people. Get off your phone. Put Fortnite down. Get out of your hand and get down here and watch a live show, bro. You're missing out on some invaluable time. You're gonna die and wish you would have did this, bro. Get down here to the freaking
It's
Rooster.
so much fun every time.
Thank you guys. I appreciate
we love
that.
Why go to a regular bar? You can go to a bar and see music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta say the hot dogs here, A1.
The Glizzies,
The Glizzards. That's fun.
Shout out Yami.
Better hide them from Yami, man.
all beef, baby.
Oh yeah. They got the meat.
Spare no expense.
But yeah, so again, thanks for doing this. And for those that have been watching and wondering why we haven't mentioned it yet, I like to keep things upbeat and positive. I don't really like going down negative rabbit holes. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want that energy. I don't want to entertain it. What I have learned in life is that when you start entertaining like nonsense and you start entertaining bullshit and negative stuff, it just starts taking over. And then next thing hell, I still struggle with it day to day. When we have a show here that don't hit, I got a hard time. I got to live with that. You know what I'm saying? And figure out a way to wake up the next day and be like, all right, well, I'm not going to let that ruin my day. And so you guys were talking earlier about the show that you had to move to Ground Zero right before you guys kind of got together to do this. Yeah. So I'm going to kind of open the floor and I'm going to unleash the Berg real quick and let you say your piece.
Are we uncensored now? Verified.
Let me have.
Can I have another beer before he gets started?
Can we?
Because I think I'm going to need it.
I'll keep talking. I'll get some drinks. All right, so you're in the driver's seat.
All right, so check me out. Listen, man. If everybody is listening, I'm about to say some stuff about some people that you might know.
Oh boy.
So I can actually cuss now, right?
Yep.
Man, fuck Martial Arts, bro. Fuck Daniel. Man, fuck Daniel. His bitch ass always want to act like everybody is after him. He plays victim more than anybody, but he does it to his motherfucking self, bro. And the whole reason that show got switched is because his ass wanted to fucking lie and be like, oh, well, we had to switch venues because it's too damaged from the hurricane. And then the venue had a show the next fucking day. Like, we weren't going to see that shit on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's such a stupid-ass motherfucker, dude. And I've caught him in 100 lies. And he knows when I see him, I'm going to slap the shit out his dog ass. I don't fucking like him. I've never fucking liked him. He knows that shit. And I've been waiting to talk about this shit publicly.
I say, tell us how you really feel.
He will. He definitely will. He has no filter.
This guy sent me a fake fucking document that was ChatGPT. I like ran it through some
that was
AI. Told me it was AI.
That was wild.
He sent me a document saying that I couldn't sell my Hello Kitty merch. You know I got Hello Kitty 2 Show Smoke merch. I couldn't sell it at Ground Zero.
Look.
Hello Kitty Sanrio.
Hello Kitty sent him an email
saying they couldn't sell
Wait.
it. Like Hello Kitty
to
gives a
Young
fuck
Bird,
about Daniel.
not to Chase.
They don't even know you. They don't even know
1
you
hour
exist.
after he made a post.
Yeah, 1 hour
after I made a post on Hello Kitty.
And he did not say he was selling it. He just made a picture of his merch table.
He got mad because I actually bought it.
Didn't even say he was selling it.
Yeah, I got.
But at the same time, Mr. Toxic sells Hello Kitty stuff.
Bro, Moss for Lives, they were selling a Hello Kitty hat at the show before
Shout out to Mr. Toxic Kevin. That was not a diss. I'm just saying that.
Let me clarify some stuff for people that might be confused right now.
Why is there so much Hello Kitty drama? It's the real question, bro. It's all about that.
There is
deeply entrenched in the music world.
Like that. Go ahead.
We're going a little deep in the community, and you'll notice that I've stopped using the word scene. I say community more now than anything, and there's a reason for that. It's intentional. What I've learned is that you've got people that are in this community that just love art and love music.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you've got the scene.
Cliques. Like high school.
And the quote-unquote scene are the people, like, a lot of them live and breathe it. I'll give them credit where credit's due. But a lot of them are bitch-ass crybabies.
I agree.
There's a lot of people in the quote-unquote scene that will
living vicariously through bands.
These are the people. These are the people that are they're soft as
fuck.
They're soft, and they're the people that are all up in the comments of every post of every show, and they're going back and forth with people. They're trying to cancel people.
Yep.
They're trying to get people in trouble, and it's like,
and then they have dirt their own selves. It comes out later. Don't you love that?
You can't cancel somebody when you cancel
every time.
Well, and all I have to say to anybody, and you know who you are. If you're watching this, and you know who you are,
if you feel like it's you, it's probably
fuck
you.
you. Like for real, I don't care what you have to say. I'm going to keep doing my thing. I've since I opened this place, there's been about a half a dozen times where either myself or my business has come under scrutiny on social media, online.
I've seen it.
And
same for Mick.
And every time it happens, it's over some dumb shit.
Yeah.
And usually it's something that I really don't have any control over. Mm-hmm. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. These guys are talking about a particular promoter. I think it's like Mush for Dogs or something. I don't know what to. I don't know. Maybe
Mosh
it's
for Lies.
Yeah, but they're the person that's behind that organization. My experience with them was this. They vended an event like a misfit market. They when I met this person, they were.
I've never heard your official story.
Yeah. So
I remember that here.
So nice enough guy, had some cool stuff on his booth, and we got to talking. And then that person vended a bigger event.
Yep.
And after that event, that person started talking to me about this nonprofit suicide awareness.
Right.
And I mean, you guys know me. I do fundraisers all the time here, and the ones that I put together are for causes that are close to my heart, like the Rooster Olympics for Webb Street School, the domestic violence shelter toy drive that we do. Those are two that I organize myself in conjunction with somebody else.
Shout out to you for that.
Yeah. And then we host other fundraisers when there's a promoter or an artist that feels strongly enough about something, and I'm like, sure, let's do that. Like I like to help people.
Right, same.
So I gave this person a date, start putting the show together, and of course the whole time
That's when I got in touch with Bird.
We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. So so the whole time he's like Mr. Big Dick in me, right? Talking about how he can get this band and that band.
Grew up with Juicy J.
Yeah. Oh, he started with Motionless and White.
Yeah.
I was like, and I looked at him. I was like, when he said that, I was like, really?
He's smoking dick, bro.
Bro, I'd asked the White Horse. You can go back. I can go back and look at my message and show you. But I asked the White Horse to be on that Mosh for Lives thing. I was like, but
20 Watt Tombstone was supposed to headline, right?
Yes.
But that was supposed to be Motionless White, not 20.
Yeah.
Who the hell is 20 Watt Tombstone?
Just like it was
Never heard of them.
Just like it's supposed to be ICT at Ground Zero, and it wasn't.
I don't even know who the hell 20 Watt Tombstone is. Anyway, he told me that he was getting Motionless and White, and I was like, talking to the dude from White Horse. I was like, that's not happening, but that's what he's saying.
He told me he can get suicide.
It was like,
get the fuck out of here. I just watched him at the
Bro, he said Violent J was going to show up at a show. I swear to God, there was 25 people.
Well, so here's
he said Violent J's coming to do a special verse.
let me tell you.
There's just so much.
Yeah, tell you how this went. I know. There's a lot of material to cover here, and this. And I typically don't entertain this type of shit, but fuck this guy, right? Like fuck him. So I've got this date I'm holding, and we're going back and forth, and I was like, you know how I roll. Send me a flyer and the rundown, and I'll
going guy music scene. I will fucking say that.
So I get the flyer, and usually, I don't know if you've ever bought tickets to a show and you've been to our website, you'll notice I have kind of a formula of how I put an event description up, and I plug in links to all of the artists, so that when we do a lot of local shows, you might not know who this band is, so you can click on the band name right there on our website, and it takes you to either their music or their social media, and you can go check them out. So I get it up and running on the website, and a couple weeks go by.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, every single day, I'm waking up to dings on Messenger from this guy asking about ticket sales, asking about this, changing the lineup. I must have updated the lineup on that website 16 freaking times.
I got like 30 flyers. So
bands kept dropping off and getting added. Then I started noticing all these quote unquote sponsors, like their logos were getting added to the flyer, and like next thing you know, the flyer's so busy you can't make anything out, like what's what. And so some of those sponsors I know personally, so I start to get suspicious. I'm like, something's off about this guy, right? And then what really drove me to start reaching out to people was he asked me to set up his own ticket link for the show. I said, don't do that. That's going to be confusing. If you go to my website and you click on a link for a show, and then you go to somebody else's social and you click on a link for that same show, and it takes you to a different site, people are looking like,
how do you know it's real?
Yeah, what's going on here?
You know why?
I said, don't do that. I know why he wanted it.
He would pay his fucking bills.
Yes.
Fucking broke ass.
Yeah, he wanted money is what it was, and I got that feeling.
Hey, can I say something? Quit making your bitches work and go get a job, you fucking pussy.
Sell 100 tickets, but he'll tell Michael he sold 50 tickets, you know, or say he sold them for this, but he sold them for that.
So he had brought in some other people to be a part of this show. So I reached out to them, and I was like, hey, I have questions. Like, what's going on here with this guy? Like, how are you a part of this now?
Yeah.
Because none of this is told to me in advance. I find out through posts.
You
So after talking to 3 other people that were involved with that show, they all had the same suspicions I had. Where's this money going?
Yeah.
What's with all the turmoil and the lineup changes? Why are these logos on the flyer that have nothing to do with this show? So I also find out through those people that person was talking with another venue about potentially moving the show, and he hadn't said anything to me about it.
Wow.
So now I'm like, this motherfucker is going to try to undercut me and like move the show at the last minute and stick me with
to promote it. You promoting it, get tickets. I didn't move it, bro. That's horrible, bro.
So when I found out about that, I didn't give him the opportunity. I sent him a message. I said, bro, we're not doing this here. I said, you can take this show somewhere else. I know you were already talking with somebody else about it. Go ahead and take it somewhere else. And the individuals that were a part of that I had relationships with, I let them each know individually that, hey, I'm pulling this show because I don't trust this motherfucker. Yeah, exactly. I don't trust him, and I don't trust that
Smart.
And so I was ahead of the game, y'all. I found this out before everybody else. Mm-hmm. So
you did. I gotta give you credit.
He moved the show, and then what you guys talked about earlier happened, and then one by one, all these different people that mess with him have come back to me and been like, man, this guy, I don't know.
It's all the same story.
Then,
and then I find out a few weeks ago. Let's fast forward to I don't know, maybe a month ago. I guess he got punched in the head by another venue owner.
As he fucking should.
Good. I'm not naming any names, but
listen, I seen that old man carry people out before.
Yeah, and when I heard that happened, I was like, good. Somebody needs to punch that guy in the face. So the next day, there's this 4-hour long live video on social media.
Oh, I'd like to address that.
We can because I want to tell you what happened. Like, I was working behind the bar.
I was at work.
I was
at
bar
work,
so and my phone starts dinging, and my phone starts dinging. So I open it up, and the first thing I see is like this live video, and I see his bitch ass on there, and the first thing I
Michael
hear
is Shellshock.
The first thing I hear is him saying something about the Rooster.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of busy. I ain't really got time to watch it.
In the chat.
So I didn't know. I had no context whatsoever. All I did was I heard this man say the name of my business, and I just put in the comments, I don't know what this guy's saying about my club, but I can guarantee you it's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
And then I just put the phone down.
No, you got back in there when I was on there, and you were fucking laughing at my shit.
Well, later on, I kind of went back and saw some comments, but it just, but what I found out was because somebody, shout out to Dylan. I love Dylan. He stayed up and watched that whole thing, and he came in here the next day and told me some of the things that he had said, and basically claiming that we're not a safe place here. And this and
Dylan from the course.
Oh, he said,
Dylan from the course.
Listen,
shout out Dylan.
So he says the Rooster is not safe. Look, I remember that
Shout out
Monster
to you.
Lives thing. He was telling me he was moving it. He goes like, oh, there was some violence at Bruce Stock, and it just doesn't seem like a safe place for mental health awareness. I'm like,
such a fucking
Mosh,
pussy, bro.
is in
He's
your
such a
name. What is safe about Mosh? Listen, when I was in Kill Delilah, we played a. Oh, we can cuss now. We played a fucking biker house with like biker chicks stripping, and there's like motherfuckers pulling guns on people and shit. We played this back then. There was no safe space. There was nothing safe. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? So Ground Zero is not a safe space now.
He told you that.
But
And I wonder how long it's going to be before he's on book at the Milestone, because the Milestone's not safe. Listen, the Milestone gets rowdy. But
I'll be honest with you. I don't know if
I love the Milestone.
I don't know if Buck's ever booked a show with him, but
I think he ever will.
I shouldn't. I'm not going to tell Buck how to run his business, but if I ever see a Monster Live show pop up at the Milestone, I'll be shocked.
I'll be surprised.
I'll be shocked.
But I will gotta say, Daniel though, this will piss me off whenever me and him was going at it. He never would hit me up. He actually, we all had a chat together, right? He took me out of it and made a chat with these two.
We purposely do chats with all three of us.
Yeah, so
because it holds people accountable. It holds other people. You can't.
This guy in a year since the
He'd hit us up individually.
Last show I did with him was a 27 Club, and I put it together. He just threw his name on it like a fucking bitch ass pussy. And then, but besides that shit, he hit you guys up to talk about shit with me.
Yeah.
He could never hit me back personally. And then he would say, and then he would be like, well, Berg never hit me up. No, I hit you up. Dude.
And then gets mad at us when we tell Berg what he's saying. I'm like,
and
bro,
then, he got
we're
mad.
one
business partners. We talk.
I'll say
That's
this
what we do.
This will be the only thing I say about it. He got mad because there was this
Say a
dude
lot
named
more.
Stax Bandabitch. You can look him up. He fucking said some shit about.
Austin
He said some
Todd.
racist shit. And if anybody knows me, I grew up in an all black household. I was the only white boy. Shout out to my mama Janet, my brother Grayson, brother Queese, long live Queese. And he had said some shit to Daniel saying that Berg ain't nothing but a N-word hard R. He ain't never been hung around nothing but N-words hard R. Knowing how I came up. So I told him, I was like, when I see you, I'm going to beat the fuck out you. Just plain and simple. I don't even care. We're just going to fight about it. And
he told ACG from Gang Beef the same thing.
Yeah, he told that. And then so Daniel tried to cover it up and try to be like, well, he didn't mean it. We all say that in our friend group.
yeah, he said all white people are in friends group. Say, I'm like,
Now he's putting all you out there.
you just told on yourself, bro. Because
who
I've
the
been in a
fuck says
lot of
that
white
shit?
people chats, and I don't just hear the hard ER drop like it's
No, we just don't go around saying that.
because we don't do.
It made me really mad because, dude, like,
It's like we all do it.
Like I get there's racists out here. We got to live with that shit.
Yeah.
But it makes me mad because like the dude that said it and the dude that was laughing about it know me and they know how I came up. I've already told them my story.
And he's a rapper and he tries to infiltrate. The scene.
This guy was a rapper, but now he's a country
Yeah.
artist because his ass got kicked out of that community. I
That's
guess.
where it's not cool.
But,
if that's your personality and you be it.
Yeah.
But don't try to infiltrate the
But
culture and all
enough
that.
time spent on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Ain't no point in giving him the light of day.
don't give him
ain't no point in giving him or
Nope.
Daniel really light of day.
Actually,
But-
edit out their names.
But man, it's just the fact that like not only did this guy do all that, but whenever he's decided to support that racist ass bullshit, knowing exactly how I done told him how I came up, because like my brother Grayson, man, shout out him. Queez, we lost Queez back in the day, and I'm actually thinking about asking you about doing a Long Live Queez show here this year, coming up next 2026. Long Live Queez, man. But my brother Grayson comes to all my shows to this day. He's been here 100 times. Every show I've done here, he's been here, and that shit pissed me off because I was like, Daniel, how the fuck can I bring my family to this shit? Like, I got foster family. How the fuck can I bring them to this shit?
Yeah,
You
it's.
know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
and here's what I'll say about that, man. I said earlier about how about a half a dozen times since I opened, I've come under scrutiny, or my place come under scrutiny. And what you learn, something you don't really think about when you're getting into this, when your profile is raised, right? And by raising your profile means people know who you are and you don't know who they are.
Yeah.
That's a raised profile. Like we all may, before I opened this place, I could go to a restaurant and nobody knew who I was.
Yeah.
But now I can't go to a restaurant in Gastonia and not be noticed. And that's fine. Like, I'm not complaining. But when that happens, there's all these unintended consequences that you don't see coming. And one of them is people love to say shit that ain't true.
Yep.
People love saying things that aren't true. And they love saying it about people that everybody knows.
It's always a hearsay.
Local.
It's always a
I'm
hearsay
sure I
shit,
have
too,
tons
so.
of
The biggest
I don't
haters
even
are
care.
local. They want to bring you down.
Y'all can talk all you want.
Yeah, and I've been pretty consistent. I'm pretty much an open book. I've been honest about things. Even when we almost went under last year, I didn't want to go online and talk about how I got fucked over by the bank, but I did.
blunt you are, too,
You know what I'm saying? I told the truth. and it spoke to enough people that they decided they wanted to keep us around, and I'm never going to forget that. I'm always going to be grateful for that. But I've also come under scrutiny for that. I've seen people get in the comments talk shit about how we got bailed out, and yeah, we did get bailed out. But you know why? It's because people care about this place and people want to be here. Like it's not that I didn't get bailed out of my mortgage. I didn't get bailed out of anything with my family. It's this business that I created.
Community effort, yeah.
I will say I love the Rooster so much that I told Mike this like about 2 weeks ago. I said no matter how many shows we do with the Rooster from here on out, every bit of my pay, because he pays me out usually. My 2 shows smoke. I was like, every bit of my pay, throw it to the Rooster because I don't ever. Well,
I appreciate that, and it's not necessary.
No, thank you. So like. You're like, bro, you're not just
because we don't got nothing.
I actually enjoy putting money in the hands of artists. Like that's my favorite thing to do.
And I will say this on camera. I've never gotten paid more in my whole entire career as a band, and I can name a couple other bands that said the same shit. Than whenever we did a show here at Filth, we walked. I would say every band. I'm not going to say number. Every band walked away with multiple hundreds of dollars, and that was because being here at the Rooster, you basically was like, yeah, you guys got the door, take it. Do what you want with it. And you really looked out. Everybody walked away insanely happy that night. But that's the thing, though. Like, man, you're giving us a place to do that type of stuff. That thing is, I sell enough merch.
But that was like a packed out house too.
And I say the reason I say all that is to make the point when you've got bad actors like this mush for dick thing guy, whatever he is. Guys like that are what I call a cancer on the community.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's this person is clearly not in it for the right reasons.
Not at all.
This person cares more, and I don't want to get personal. I'm not going to, because I'm not trying to get my family. I'm not going to get personal, but that guy has had a tragedy happen in his life.
Yes.
Right? And I am sympathetic to that.
Multiple tragedies.
Yeah. I
was friends with him for 20-something years. I always knew he told white lies to make stuff look better, but once he got into the music thing, he got kind of a complex.
He said he grew up with Juicy J.
Oh, yeah.
From 3 6 Months, bro.
Oh, he knows all kinds of famous people.
So here's
great.
Well, so I'm trying to be generous here.
Well, me too. Like, listen, okay.
I understand this person has dealt with some very heavy things, but if you have to deal with that on an emotional level, and not use it as an excuse to be a shit person,
right?
You know what I mean? And that's what's happening. This person sucks because they can't deal with their trauma.
Yeah. So I have a lot to say about what's happened recently, but I will say this, and this isn't bad. If you're going to be about mental health and suicide awareness, mental health, then the person leading the charge, if they have mental health issues like this person does, they need to seek mental health themselves.
Yeah.
Be an example.
I hope that person goes and gets the help they need, and then you can help other people, because you do need
And your
help.
donation cash app should not be your personal cash app.
Also,
That's sketchy right there.
By the way, if you
That's me coming from a place from love, because I'm trying to be a good guy all the time. I really do.
If you really want to stop suicide, if you want to be real, Daniel, Mike hit you up about a person who was literally about to commit suicide. Mike had to go to his house and save him.
No,
and he hit you up about donations. Oh, had to save her. Had to hit you up about donations, and then you.
No, it wasn't about donations. I had somebody try to commit suicide.
About like supporting stuff and like doing the donations.
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. I had somebody try to kill themselves that was very close to me, and I got her to the hospital, and they gave her some charcoal stuff, and they committed her. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to go public with this, but here we are. So anyway, because
you don't have to name any
names.
I'm
not naming any names. I'm not saying names.
Yeah.
I reached out to Daniel because that's just his cause, and he offered really little to no help. Like I kind of could use. I didn't need money. It wasn't the money. It was like support. It was like I need a support group for something like that. Like, what do I do here? You know what I'm saying? And I got nothing. And you're supposed to be a suicide.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If that's your thing, do it. Clearly, putting together concerts isn't the best way that you can contribute to this cause. Maybe there's another avenue in this community that maybe there's a void somewhere you can fill, but doing shows isn't it, bro. No. Like, it's not for you. You're not good at it. You suck at it. And you're never going to get one here.
Shady.
Well, I was going to say, he's just not a trustworthy person.
Just find another way to
music or outside of music.
To be a contributor.
It don't matter.
When multiple places say you're the problem, you have to understand you're the problem. If one person or two people are saying it, they can just be fuckboys and not like you. But when everybody's saying the same shit about you,
I've had so many people reach out to me.
And again, so like we started this kind of shitting on one, you know, like, and
And we're
again, I
not.
said from the very beginning of this conversation, I'm not about that. I'm not about shitting on people.
Same.
And that's
I'm
why
not
I
either.
want this conversation to end with, you know,
I agree
I don't
with you.
like the guy, but
Me
I
neither.
don't
Not
wish
no.
him
No,
harm.
no.
Like I
No,
want,
no.
Yeah.
I want,
Don't do that
I would
because
like
we
to
need
see him.
work.
In fact, it would make me so happy to see him turn it around. But
That's
the
what I'm
dude's,
saying.
he's
It helps.
he's
It
written
helps.
so many bad checks at this point. It's gonna be real hard for this person.
should we tell him about
to get back?
wait, I know.
What about the money situation?
Okay, yeah. Well, talk
I
about-
don't want to keep
Nah.
hammering.
Nah.
I don't want.
This
yeah.
one's pretty
Nah,
big
nah,
though.
nah, nah, let's just-
Beware.
But this should be a warning to others in the
this is
industry, and others in the
if
community.
it's a high ticket
you know,
show.
He scams money. Just know that. Just know that. But like, I don't want to. I know I've said a lot of shit about Daniel. I don't want to keep going because I don't want to give this motherfucker.
I'd rather talk about music, honestly.
I'd rather talk about something else more productive. But
Yeah.
I will say, I hope you get better. I hope you fix your problems. I hope you stop treating your bitches like fucking you a pimp because your ass is the stupidest, ugliest pimp you've ever seen in your fucking life. I hope you get better. When I see you though, I'm still beating your fucking ass, and I hate it.
He'll buy you a beer afterwards.
But if you let me beat your ass, I swear to God, I'll drop everything I got towards you.
Berg will do it. He will drop
everybody
everything
knows
after
that.
you let him beat his
You
ass.
throw hands at
Didn't
me,
have a
I'll
beer.
let it
That's
go.
the only way to end
And
it,
I'm not,
though.
I'm not even saying I'm the big. You might whoop my ass, but
Yeah.
I promise you,
I
you're
doubt
gonna
that.
feel me. I doubt you gonna whoop my ass, but,
Well,
but you gonna feel me.
At the end of the
Yeah.
day, what it boils down to is it hurts our feelings when people act like this and say shit about it. You know, like
It's stupid.
You know, it's like for me, it hurt my feelings that somebody tried to use me.
Same.
You know what I mean? Like that's
same,
really what
same.
it.
And lied
Yeah.
to, right? Repeatedly
Yeah.
lied to.
Also, another band that's within
And
that
you're supposed to be
scene-
my friend,
Another
like
band that's
20-something
within the
years.
Mosh Live scene
Why?
got mad at the video we posted from here that you guys actually co-promoted. They said that we was doing stupid shit and we was harming people and putting people in danger that come to shows to see shows that like because we was putting people through tables and kicking them off stage and shit.
People volunteer
They're
for
playing.
that.
No, they're
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
in the band.
It's part of
You know, like-
it's actually part of the show.
You guys
Yeah.
don't understand.
It's not random
shout
fans.
out YNKD. Shout out Dawson. That is a 2SS stunt man.
He's literally
he's
in
at
the band.
every show. And if anybody else decides to get thrown through a table, oh fucking well. We push violence.
Some of
Our
the
whole
labor.
shit is bring back fucking violence to the scene. We're gonna beat each other's asses in that pit, but then we're gonna pick each other up at the end and fucking hug it out and be like, let's go smoke and drink it out.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. And then we don't, but that's the cool shit. And also, I gotta say this, while I got it on my mind. Thank you for not getting so mad at me for always coming up on this goddamn bar. Cause
I
Oh,
think it's
yeah.
great.
I was worried,
Yeah.
bro. When
No.
Bird got on it at the
When
Rip
I-
Raff show,
when I-
immediately I was like,
I'd fall
when I
and break
first
my
did
damn neck.
it, when I first did it, I was like, "Ooh, he's gonna kick." my
No,
fucking
I
ass.
love
was
it.
like, okay,
I
cool.
love it. I mean, we've had guitar players have jumped up on the bar.
Dylan
you know,
got
what-
on
what's
the
name,
end of
Swing-
the-
Yeah,
from the
Vincent from
rafters,
Six
yeah.
Story
Oh, bro.
Pyramid swings
That
from
was
the
dope.
Hey,
swings
we
from the
was on
rafters.
Shout
If I
out
was
to
younger, I'd do
Yeah.
that.
Story, yeah.
Yeah, I
Bird
love it.
went- Bro, he hung from the raft. I got the
Yeah,
video. He was hanging. It wasn't he playing or
Yep.
something. Or
I will
Yeah, he was
say,
playing.
I will
Yeah.
say,
I didn't even know it was possible.
I will say, I
Actually,
have
next
broke
show.
probably like $400 and something worth of tables in this place. I've got to find a new way. If you
I
make
can't
tables,
keep
hit me up.
Well,
I've gotta find a new
it
way
goes.
to
I'm
do
going to the table.
Well, getting up on the bar kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about how you guys keep raising the bar. Like you're Riff Raff sold this place out.
Yeah.
You're on that
Shout out
show.
to
You
Johnny
had this
Cut.
Yep.
opportunity, and you did something that makes people remember you.
Yep.
I ain't gonna
Right,
lie,
they're going to
that wasn't-
remember that
You know,
guy.
it
Who was that kid that jumped up on the
Yeah.
bar? That you know, what I mean, that's the kind of shit
There was
I'm
no
talking
local
about.
acts that
You
set
know,
Rip Raff
you know that
off
wasn't
like
my
this.
crowd, right? And you know how
Yeah.
I am. I'm with the I'm used
Yeah.
to seeing people get
Yeah.
beat the hell up. I'm jumping in the pit, swinging on them. But when I got up here, I was like, no one's moving, bro, because they're all here. To
The rap
support
crowds
Riff
don't
Raff.
move. They
So I
support you,
jumped-
but they don't move
so I
during
jumped
the
up
set.
here,
They support you
and I was
after.
like, I gotta make a move somehow. But
Yeah.
also, I want to apologize while I had the chance to the kid at the last show I kicked in the face. I did not mean to bust your nose. I'm so fucking sorry. No, real
Apology
shit, dude.
accepted, bro.
Like you were cool. I gave you a lot of merch and shit. I bought you Waffle House, but like I'm so fucking sorry, dude. I kicked you in the nose. I have a big ass platform boot, and that shit, I know it hurt, dude. Next show, I promise you'll put me through a table. I'll let you.
But you're talking about raising the bar. I challenge all the other promoters in around the area to go to a higher standard. Beat
Yeah.
us. Do better shows than us, please.
Yeah,
you know
shut
what?
up.
Yeah.
Put
That'll make
rappers on
that
metal
just-
shows,
That just
too.
fuels us. It fuels
And
you.
I shout out
It
Johnny
helps
Cut.
the venues out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Shout out
know.
Johnny Cut, man, dude. You've given me a lot of opportunities, and Shellshock. You have helped put us on the map as a promotion company to be
Yeah,
able to do
for
what
real.
we do because we've done.
He actually made our new
co-promotion
logo.
shows here. The Riff
That
Raff
was-
show actually was a co-promotion show.
That was
all-
my biggest,
Yeah.
personally as an artist,
all cut
that
through.
was
He let us
my
know.
crowd. I always do these metal shows, and I love them, bro, because I love the metal crowds. But I'm having to win over people. It's like I did the Riff Raff.
I will
show.
say,
I got off there. Man, I got so many people like
you run the
Yeah.
rap side of
That's what
Shellshock,
I'm
and we
saying.
run
It's
the
like-
metal side of Shellshock. If you really want to,
I
like,
do love
Well,
that.
get it
I'm
broken down.
somewhere in the middle because I do DJ for rap shows.
He does a lot of shit.
I'm
Yeah.
everywhere.
Mike
man.
has the most
I-
vast musical knowledge.
I
of
love
anybody
everything.
on this
I'll go
planet,
to a
bro.
punk show. I'll go to a country show. I mean, I just love music.
And that's what I like about the Rooster.
You know?
Y'all do a lot of different shows too here.
Yeah, we do.
I'm
We still
eclectic.
get a rap for being a heavy metal bar, but I mean,
There's so much rap here,
I mean,
though.
we do so much else, but
They
Yeah.
love it here, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd
I
be a
mean,
really
we
shitty
do
DJ
more
if I didn't
metal
know
than
music.
anything else. True, but that's because those are the people that come out to shows.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
support.
If people came to
community's
jazz shows, we'd be doing jazz shows every
Here's
week.
a lot of shell shock
Yeah.
shows would be considered male shows, but really they're a lot
like-
of because
well,
Two
even-
Stroke
we
Smoke
mix
is a
it.
lot of rap. Honestly,
Two Stroke Smoke is a rap and
well,
metal.
we-
We mix a lot of that shit.
But there's straight up me and Bart and Scotty will be in metal shows.
That's-
bro.
that's the
in
Shell Shock
middle of it. And that's our
formula.
formula. We
Well,
love it. 'Cause
my
we love
wife and
performing for
my
those
wife and
crowds.
I are we've been going. I mean, part of the inspiration was all the shows we go to, and we go to a lot of metal shows, and we see a lot of rap at metal shows, especially festivals. And I think it's a great combination. But not all rappers, but there's a lot of rappers.
Family
that,
Values tour
yeah.
when they put Ice Cube with Corn in them.
We're running long. My
you
producer's
got it.
letting me know we're running too long.
I'm
We're
sorry,
just
dog.
yapping at this point.
I'm having
but
fun.
but no, I'm gonna give y'all a chance to wrap everything up. I'll just say this. You know, for those that are still watching, you know, tried my best not to go too negative, but there was some shit that needed to be addressed, and we've addressed it, and that's the last you're going to hear from me about it.
I'm-
Like
We don't post about
It
it.
was a story time for Bob. I had
we
no
don't- we
idea.
don't say
Never see us talk about it.
This is the
online.
most you'll ever hear from me
I'm
about
Bob.
it.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to
dog.
meet you guys. Yeah.
We love Michael. Thank you for having us, man. We appreciate
Absolutely.
it. I also want to mention before we get off, if you want to catch another band that I'm going to mention because I know he's going to get mad at me, but they need some recognition right now. If any of you guys are fans of Fear Illusion and you want to see basically what Fear Illusion is, just with Mason from Alpha Strain as lead singer, come catch No Sign of Life Halloween night here. You're going to fucking
Oh,
love
yeah.
them kids.
Look, he just
They're
keeps on
awesome
dropping
show.
all
They
the
did the
names.
Can't
pocket.
stop.
They did this
I'm
radio
sorry,
show.
dude.
We haven't
About
dropped the
that.
headliner
But-
though,
but-
so
but
as long as the
they're my-
headliner's not dropped,
But
we're
they're
good.
my boys, man. I love them boys. They're from Shelby. Their kids are all like 19 and under. Come support them young kids, man. They're fucking amazing. We love the Rooster. Shout out the Rooster. Come see Dirty Butt. Come see all these crazy shows. But,
and tell them where to find you on socials.
you can find me at Youngberg4M. You can find my band at Two Stroke Smoke on Instagram, on anything. You can find this man right
Bazooka
here.
Joe, BUZZOOKAJOE, bazookajoe.com.
Shellshock,
And you can get Shellshock from that,
promotions.
too. Yeah.
Shellshock
DJ
promotions. all
Bloodbath,
platforms.
Shellshock Promotions.
Black Bart.
And we'll
all
put
those.
it-
Shout out to
It'll put
Black
it in
Bart.
the,
Look, I wish
description.
Bart could be here
Yeah.
with us. He's kind of like our
Charlotte.
fourth member.
He's
but
Shellshock
yeah,
Charlotte,
yeah,
bro. He's like the
Shellshock
fourth.
I do
Yeah,
gotta
for
say
sure.
though,
Him
man,
and Scotty.
make sure you follow the Rooster. Make sure you fucking come to shows.
Support the
Get out.
shows, bro. I
Get out
swear to God,
live
it's so
shows.
much fun. It's so
Listen, to the rap community in particular.
You want that shit to
Please
work?
come out
Yeah,
September
you need to
6th.
come
Let me stress this. The metal kids are kicking your ass. They come out to
They are.
shows.
My-
They come out to shows.
I'll say
You
this.
guys in the rap community, you got to start supporting these rappers.
Yes.
You got to start coming to these shows, or I'm not going to be able to throw these rap shows.
I'll
anymore.
say this,
Listen,
for that rap
I'm
show-
telling you now. If we can't get people out to strictly rap shows, I'm
Yeah.
going to stop doing them. It's going to be just the show
For that
shot
rap-
blend of metal and rap together. And so you get to these rap shows.
Yeah.
Nobody gives us a chance. Michael is giving us a chance.
Yes.
Mix gives us a chance down on the 16th. Listen, come to those shows.
And if local artists blow up, that's good for
Yeah.
everybody,
Oh, yeah.
bro. We want Filth to be as big as they can possibly be.
Yeah.
That's what
I say all the
want
time.
our
My
people
favorite
to
thing
blow up.
about here
Don't
is
put
that
them
like
down, blow them up.
It
you
has
see
been
the
my
show and then you
mission to
can
bring
meet
the
the
rap
artists
community
as well.
together.
You can't do that PNC or
No.
you know any
Yeah,
other
no, you
places.
don't.
You
And
know,
also for that August 6th rap show, I'm gonna make something personally right now on Shellshock. If you fucking come and you're a rapper and you want shows and you come to that
Yes.
show, put your name in this damn jar we're gonna have on a table for Shellshock's table. You put your name in that jar, I promise you, we will review you, we will hit you back, and we will book you a fucking show no matter where.
Can I
it's
ask
at.
you
If we
question?
can get bigger crowds for these hip hop shows, we'll start hosting like hip hop open
Yeah,
mics
yeah,
and stuff.
for sure.
But I
You know,
gotta
I
see
came
it
from the-
first.
There's so-
Yeah,
Exactly.
I gotta
It's
see it
hard, it's a
first.
hard sell, and it's hard
Yeah.
getting them
It's hard to get them
them
moved when they do get here. Bro.
I'd
That's
love
why
to
I
see
love
it
the
build
metal
up, and
shows.
then ultimately maybe we can do like a once a year rap battle thing or
Yeah.
something. You know, like
That'd
you know.
Yeah, like if it gets
Pretty
if it gets
But I
good,
gotta see it first. Like we've
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
lot of swing and misses with hip hop.
it is,
Like
and
you
it
said,
should be.
you're considered a metal bar because that shit is fucking working, dog.
Yeah.
It just is, and that's like a big reason why like I was like always in the trap metal scene, and I was like, fuck it, let's go.
Well, why do you think Black Bart does metal shows? Why do you think Scotty loves doing metal shows?
They
Why do you
have
think-
to, like, yeah.
No,
but
no, you need to wrap
I'm
it
trying
up.
to change it
I'm
up.
gonna let you wrap it up. I just want to say, shout out to Rooster, man. Thank you for having us. Shellshock is grateful.
Shellshock.
All of us are grateful. Come out to shows. Come see us September 6th, September 13th, and
The
Halloween.
13th is going to be
Shocktober.
insanity.
Shock-
13 is going to be nuts.
Also,
yeah.
Halloween
Insanity.
night. We are pulling our money together, and we're gonna do something Halloween costume contest. The winner gets 500. Third place gets 200. Third place gets 100. Get the fuck out here, you fucking pussy. Come
I'm
make some
dressing up
fucking
like Young Bird.
Come make some motherfucking money and watch me put somebody through a fucking table off a ladder like Jeff Hardy, you fucking bitch.
Are you gonna dress up like Jeff Hardy?
I'm dressing up like the Dudley Brothers, and I'm 3D'ing somebody through a fucking table. Shout out to Brother
Fellas,
Grayson.
Thank you so much for. Oh my God.
Shellshock. Y'all ain't seen the mask. Halloween is coming back. The devil mask coming back.
Thanks so much for doing this, guys. That's it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Peace and love.
I'm gonna do a promo. That's all right. I'm gonna fucking put somebody through a motherfucking